Hey, welcome back. It's been a while. So, comfort zones are kind of like sweatpants. They are cozy, they're familiar, and they're dangerously easy to live in forever. But just like sweatpants shouldn't be worn for every important life event, no to the job interviews. Well, maybe halfway, when you do that virtual call. But comfort zones aren't where transformations happen. Growth loves to lurk outside of that emotional recliner, usually holding a mildly terrifying invitation to try something new. Like public speaking, that new job, saying no without 10,000 words or 10 minutes of an apology of why you can't do it, because we all know no is no, right? So today we're going to be talking about moving beyond comfort zones and how transformation begins at the edge of discomfort. Now, how does transformation begin at the edge of discomfort? Well, first, discomfort signals growth, right? Feeling uneasy is often a sign of you're expanding, not failing. I said you're expanding, not failing. For example, when you maybe start a new skill, at first it might feel intimidating because you're just not as comfortable with it, right? But that is proof that you are beginning to evolve. That's where growth begins. It's taking that first initial step, right? Second thing, how do you know transformation is beginning? All right. Risk builds confidence. Taking those small but bold steps strengthens your self-trust and resilience. So, for example, maybe you began volunteering to lead a meeting that'll push you beyond your boundaries and build leadership skills. You gotta begin to believe in it. You might fumble, you might fail a few times. That's okay, but you'll feel so much more comfortable with it as time goes. Like for me, like when I do these videos, I try to do a one take. I'm like, what you get is what you get. I mean, I might restart if my kids come in and, make a big blunder. But sometimes I leave that in as well. My goal is to just chat with you and let you know what's happening. I don't even remember where I was going with that one. I forgot. Anyways, trying new things. Oh, at first it might feel uncomfortable, but over time you'll grow into it. All right, the third thing, comfort can quietly stagnate you. Comfort can quietly stagnate you. You get too comfortable. Staying safe can sometimes mean you're staying back. Like staying in that job that you need to leave, that you feel like you done outgrown, but it might be holding you back from greater opportunities. Like I think to myself, I don't want to be stagnant this summer because summer break has hit. Well, not quite. I mean, I still got to work on Monday and I still have a field trip to do. A full day field trip. It'll be a fun one. I might try to vlog some of that, but as long as my students aren't in it, but I'll try to vlog a little bit of my field trip. It's a fun one. I do it every year. Anyways, but I want to try to make sure I'm pushing through because like sometimes when the summer hits, that's when I get that ooh, easy, let me just kind of rest kind of moment. And I don't want to get stagnant. I don't want to stay in my comfort zone. I don't want to do the same things I've been doing. As I've told my kids, I'm like, we're doing X, Y, and Z. This is how it's going to be. And I'm like, I'm going to try to push us outside of the zone so we don't get too comfortable. Now, I don't know when July 1st comes, ask me this question again. Ask me how I'm doing with not staying stagnant, not staying in my comfort zone. Ask me then. I might think otherwise. But that's the goal, is for me to try to push myself. But by pushing myself, I'm going to try to plan everything so I know, not everything, but I'm going to plan enough. And leaving room for things that might need to change. But I'm going to plan enough that I want to make sure my kids are doing. I want to make sure I'm doing. I want to make sure I'm meeting all the goals that I want to, because I feel like every time summer hits, it's like, oh, I say I've got all these goals, and I just get so caught up in comfort in my own little comfort zone that I don't meet all my goals. So this summer, I think by doing these videos, it will help me push myself to where I need to be. But you know, transformation doesn't happen where it's cozy, you know? It happens at the edge when when you're feeling uncertain, but full of potential. You know, every time you step outside of your comfort zone, that's a signal to yourself and to the world that you're ready for more. Because remember, you can do anything you put your mind to. I really believe that. I truly, truly believe that. I say that a lot because your mind is so powerful, and it can push you to whatever you need to do. But it signals that you're ready for more. It's not about chasing the discomfort for sport. It's about embracing it as a launching pad for growth, confidence, and a version of you that's just waiting for something far beyond what you can even think in this moment. As I was chatting with some of my students about, you know, where they've gone, how they feel like they've grown in my class over the past few years. And they were like, at the beginning, they were like, oh my gosh, I don't know that I can do this. And by now, it's like they are walking in their element. I mean, the confidence that they're exuding. I mean, they are just like no holds barred. It's like, I can do anything. And which they can, because when you put your mind to it and you put the work behind it, you can accomplish and do anything you want to do. I'm going to ask you a few questions. What is your comfort zone protecting you from? Or is it quietly holding you back from becoming who you're meant to be? Next thing, what's scarier? Stepping into the unknown or staying exactly where you are for the next 5 years? Last, if growth requires discomfort, what are you willing to feel uncomfortable for? Is it more money? Is it more time? Is it for bigger and better things? What? You let me know. Now, with that being said, I thank you so much for taking your time to watch my video. Hopefully we can get to 100 subscribers soon. Hopefully. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you are just watching this video and you haven't taken the time to subscribe, please do so. I greatly appreciate it. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day.
Don't touch it.
Are you bugging it off? Hi guys. My dad is bugging off. That
It smells.
Yeah.
No, that smells.
And we have to
Put that in the trash.
in the
gonna wash it. Don't
What,
touch.
touch it.
Bye bye. I'm back. Just
Cause I don't want that smell coming out.
so right now we need to just clean them so that's why.
Did you get the thing to get the power washer working?
That's why.
Oh, it's coming.
Problem is you got that
I'm
big
gonna get
pump
one of
right
my.
So what?
there. Pump of stuff
Right
right
now I have my parachute on, so.
What are you talking about, kid?